Welcome, Bonos, to the European 2024 Championship final between Belgium and England. Uh, First off, before we crack on with team news, I give you an update on the third and fourth playoff. There was none. There isn't a third and fourth playoff in the Euros. Should have known that. Um, I thought there was. For some reason, there isn't. I thought maybe in this larger tournament context they would have it, but no. Interestingly, concentration Pratt's been listed as the key man, so maybe he's got the start, the nod over reflex. In these big games, you want the person with the concentration. So these two teams familiar with each other, will know each other well. They should all be well rested. England have reverted back to that same tactic, which didn't work so well when Tielemans dominated. So Aiden is the only Gunnersbury player, or there's also, I'm assuming that's concentration prep now. Novak, I did see, was out injured. Unfortunately, he's missed the Euros entirely since the quarterfinal knock he took. Tumba, can't believe he doesn't get the start. All he does is win. It's like the Tebow of international football. Custance and Hawes, be disappointed Hawes that one of the best midfielders in the world and can't get in the side ahead of Nathaniel Chalobah. Simply down to the formation, but Stephen will be happy. He's a team player. Just wants the championship medal. And all Aiden does is win as well. Aiden's like a winning machine. So we'll crack on. Best of luck. So it was 4-3, I think, in the group stage. England got a late winner. That might have been Tumba as well. Tracy with winning a big header there. Sterling charging through the midfield. It's up for grabs now. Sterling shoots wide. Courtois, he's a hard man to beat. Saved Belgium on so many occasions in the semis. But Origi's through and he scored. Calamitous. I don't know what happened between Tracy and Deer. Aiden, with his head in his hands, just walks back to the halfway line. Just looks disgusted with Eric Deer. What happened here? So Eric Deer passed it back to Aiden, who wasn't expecting the pass. But it's an excellent finish from Origi from that angle. Can't really blame Aiden there. Just Deer should have dealt with it. That's unfortunate. England got plenty of time. We've seen them come from behind before against Bosnia, so they won't panic. But this game is very even with these two teams. Tielemans, and it's cleared. But England, with this formation, they're not going to dominate against Belgium. We've seen it before. They need to take their chances when they come. They can't fall further behind, though, or then they're really up against it. They've got a Debock and a Decock. I've seen a cock in the last one. Prayer, he's very good. Anderlecht kid to Tielemans. Ademogu, Origi, and he scored again. Started on the bench in the semis, and Ireland kept him quiet. That partnership of Gal and Connor beasting. But Belgium have taken a 2-0 lead, so Belgium just scraped through, didn't they? They finished third in the group. We've seen it before with England finishing third in the group and going on to win it. England's still not out of this. There's still plenty of time. Just under an hour to go. They can get a goal back here. Chalobah? No. Sterling with another chance to get it in the box. McRae safely into the hands of Courtois. England need Hawes and Tumba off the bench. All Tumba does is win. Sterling runs it wide. Passes it to Murphy. No. Chalobah. Josh Murphy cuts inside again. Shoots. Well wide. Seen that far too often from England, those wingers coming inside, shooting horribly wide. England cannot handle Origi. So Aiden needs to rally the troops, missing that leadership of Novak. Eric Deer's having a hospital game. I've noticed him before, he's always nervous in these big games. In the game, you get mentality of those players who perform big in the big games or those who go missing. For England, piling on the pressure now. Just one goal and then Belgium would get squeaky bum time. Tielemans with the corner. To the back post to Origi, and it's 3-0 in the final. It's going to be so hard to come back now. Headed down to Ademoglu. Just shows if Ireland had won on penalties, what could have been. England just haven't really turned up for the final here. Lashed home. England conceded 3 in the group game against them. but just haven't been able to take their chances this day. 17 shots. I think Koku needs to take some responsibility with the formation. Just hasn't matched up well with that space in the middle of the park against Belgium's strength. But it's still not over. There's still time. England must believe. Will Hughes launches it out wide to Chambers. First time cross to McRae. Great save. Courtois on the rebound. Courtois again in sensational form. Should get player of the tournament. McRae's picked up an injury. He'll have to go off. Who do they bring on? They finally brought on Movement Tumba, but they've only left him 32 minutes to change things. Lukaku can launch a counter-attack here. This could be 4. Origi slips in Tielemans, who slips in Lukaku, and it's 4-0. This must be the biggest scoreline ever in the Euros. Did look like a hint of offside, but England chasing the game. Caught on a classic counter. Tielemans been too good. Steven is finally on. Far too late. No, he was played onside by Luke Shaw, and it's just a screaming finish from Lukaku. Concentration. 2 Prats wouldn't have saved it. Chalobah out to Hawes. England need to up this tempo. Eric Deers, bad game. Just giving the ball away there. Should have found a white shirt. Prayet. So Belgium just taking the piss a bit now. But they'll be happy to concede possession and counter. Sterling just hasn't been able to dominate like he normally does. Belgium have defended very well. Finally get Hawes on the ball. Hawes never seen him giving the ball away other than Sterling's pulled one back. There's 27 minutes. This could be the greatest comeback of all time. Hawes again pulling all the strings in midfield. A lot better than Chalobah. So there's still time, Bonos. Still believe. 23 minutes to go. Sterling giving it away cheaply. Lukaku, but Movement Tumba trying to win the ball back. He's very good at winning the ball back. He needs to hurry things up. Jordan Henderson to Phil Jones. Cuts inside. Phil Jones, he's going on alone. Shot, but wide. England just far too trigger happy. Need to be more patient. Now they've launched it forward. Tumba, if he could have got the flick on there, would have been through. England really dominating now. Tumba, Courtois again. Tumba, that was a good chance for Tumba there. 3 clear-cut chances England have had, just not been their day. The biggest stage. Obviously England will be gutted to lose in the final. Tumba slipped in Sterling. Sterling, again Courtois rushes out. It's been sensational. Aiden needs to get it forward. And he's chipped it. Sterling, it's been very good. Tumba, it's not their day. Tumba headed it. Wilson at the back post, hit the post. 8 minutes to go. Surely impossible for England to come back now. Been a good tournament. It's the first tournament we've seen to its entirety for us. But England being the #1 ranked team in the world and already beating Belgium, disappointed to lose, to concede the 4 goals in a major final. You leave yourself too much to do. 2 goals, too late. Wilson again slipped in Henderson. So if they'd started Hawes and Tumba, they might have had a better chance. England really going for it, but this will be it. And there you go. The ticker tape comes down. Belgium are our Euro 2024. The golden generation of Belgium finally comes good. England probably still have a few more years left of this golden generation of Tumba. We've still got 28 and 30 where we'll still be technically in our prime to hopefully get one more crack at Euros. And England have a good shout in the World Cup, whereas Ireland, it's all about the Euros in a few years. So I hope you enjoyed this Euro 2024 special series, and I'll keep an eye out on Nick, see how his contract situation develops, and I'll see you in 1 year's time. All the best, Bonars.